Well, this is going to be something. This is going to be something for sure. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm excited because I've always wanted to learn how to write more pretty. More pretty. Let's see. Can I open this all the way? Yes, I can. That's what I love about ring binding. All right. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Kim, you took calligraphy in high school? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I've never, ever tried it, but I've always wanted to. So I'm super excited. So this, of course, can be found. Do you know where? You guys know where. On the A3ZenZone Amazon store. It's a kit. It's a kit of markers and the book, and they all come together. I'll show you guys. I like screen sharing. That's one of my favorite things about going live on YouTube is screen sharing with y'all. What the heck is going on? All right. So let me see. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back because everyone's always asking how to find everything. And I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys how to find all the things. So when other people say, how do I find this thing? You can help them. You can show them how to do it. I'm going to go here too. I'm going to go to here, and then I'm going to share my screen with you all. So if you're over in this beautiful new community space, you will find Zoned for Zennies. This is our social space. There's a surprise. Don't look. Don't peek. I gotta surprise you guys. There's new chats coming tomorrow. But anyway, if you go down to the bottom of the menu, there's a merch store button, and that takes you over to the merch store. Boom. Sorry, why did I say merch store? Amazon store. There's an Amazon store button. I'm tired, you guys. I'm dragging my ASS around. I need more sleep. I actually did sleep like 6.5 hours last night, but I just need to catch up. Okay, so if you go to the menu on the community space, at the bottom of the menu on the left side, you will find the Amazon store, and you click it and it takes you here. And then you scroll down and you find the A3ZenZone. See right there? And you click on it. And then you scroll down further and look right here, this modern lettering, a beginner and intermediate hand lettering and modern calligraphy workbook. It's $25. It comes with the book and some pens, markers. I don't know, what do you call them in calligraphy? Some lettering tools, whatever you want to call them. So it's a kit. If you want to try your hand at calligraphy, it's in there. Okay. Whew. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, guys. Yes, merch. The merch store is there too. And the merch is up and it is beautiful. And you can get matching badges if you are able to pick some up. So that's cool. All the things. But let's see. Let's dig into this. Let's dig into this calligraphy book and see if it's all that it's cracked up to be before you guys go order one. Because that's the nice part about me trying these things with you guys. Like last night, right? Last night, coloring Japan was kind of a disaster. So I don't highly recommend the Coloring Around the World book unless you really like those kind of small spaces and coloring that kind of stuff. So there's a whole bunch of instructions here that I should probably be reading, but then that's going to take up so much time and it's going to make the live really boring. So YOLO. Let's just get into it. I'll go back and read this stuff later. Oh no. How am I going to figure out how to do this without reading instructions? Let's get to what you've been waiting for. Putting your pen to paper. All right. Try it. But they don't tell you, do they tell they don't tell you what weight, right? Like what weight am I supposed to be using of the marker? Because I've got all different ones. I try to get some more light going over here. That's too much. Hum, hum, hum. How's everybody doing tonight? What's going on? Is everybody good? How's that? Make this one a little bit brighter. There, that's good. Okay. A friend sent me a card and her writing looks like beautiful calligraphy. I asked if she took a class. I asked if she took a class. And she said in Morocco at age 6. That's how they taught them to print in school. That's really cool. Really cool. Okay. It says you do not want calligraphy pens. Wait a minute. Pens are great. Try playing around with gel pens. You do not want calligraphy pens when you're practicing modern lettering. Markers. Brush pens. I like brush pens. Like this. I like these. I bought this set and I've been using them just to make notes because I like the way they write. See those? That tip. It's like just like a fat writing tip. But this looks like brush strokes. This looks like big. This looks like one of the bigger ones, doesn't it? That's little. That's like, I think that's what they're talking about when they said don't use a calligraphy pen, because these ones have like a chiseled tip. And so you can like make the really fancy lettering, but you got to know what you're doing to wield that tip. This is a whole set. There's a really big one in here somewhere. Where's the, oh, that one's bigger. That one's chiseled and fat. Here, this is it. Ooh, this is it. Look at that. That's big. That's a big brush. So I'm going to try that. Erin is drawing for me. I requested some drawings for the new chat spaces that I'm putting together because I want you guys to have places to hang out. I mean, that's just like really wide. That's like really, just really wide. Tina, I'm a super fan. How many others join Alive in the Air? You guys should. Karen was on Alive in the Air on the plane the other day. I should make you two some special. I should make a special airplane badge for people who join the live while they're on the airplane. And you two will be the first to get one. Stacy says, don't forget to make your burning the candle at both ends badge. Yeah, I should. Thank you, Adam. Let's see. It's fatter than I can make with this one. See, I feel like they're not. Oh. I feel like they're not giving me good brush, like good instruction. Like, I feel like there should be a certain marker that I'm using. Nikki says, how do you join a live on an airplane when you're supposed to have your phone in airplane mode and you supposedly don't have any Wi-Fi? Nikki, all the airplanes have Wi-Fi now. They've had Wi-Fi for years. When I used to travel with Anna, we used to fly from Michigan to Philly back when she was a baby. That was 8 years ago. We had Wi-Fi in the airplane back then. Back then you had to pay for it. I don't know if you still have to pay for it or if they give it to you free now. Who am I kidding? They want money. They're going to make you pay for it, huh? A wings badge. Do like like the old school wings that the pilots used to give the little kids, like that on a badge. See, now this one is small and then big. Tina, you get complimentary Wi-Fi with your status. That makes sense. On Delta, or who do you fly typically? Wow. This is not super easy. Oh, that's fun. I'm getting all fancy. I'm getting fancier than the. They still give a wings pin? I thought they were giving out trading cards or something. Now I saw on TikTok that all of the pilots now give out trading cards, or maybe it's airplane trading card, like it's a trading card for the type of aircraft you're on or something. I don't know. Good night, James. Okay, this one's hard. This one's all fat, skinnier, and then you get really skinny. Oh, how do? No, it's not. It's not right. Oh, not right. Yeah, Michael, it's been a while. I haven't been on a plane since pre-COVID. I never really enjoyed flying, to be honest with you, though, because I get really motion sick, and I just don't really like being trapped, especially that far up in the air, or to drive. Hey, Steven. Yeah, Lynn, my mom used to work for Masaba, which was the Northwest Airlink, um, for many years when we were kids, and so we got to fly standby uh, for free, and we traveled a lot more when I was a kid because of that. This is difficult to transition from the skinny to the fat back to the skinny again. Thank you, Wendy. Just feels really odd to go from being so gentle to putting so much pressure. I feel like I'm going to break the marker. See? Trying. Oh yeah, Chelsea, I get horrifically motion sick on the plane and in the car. On the airplane, if I don't sit forward of the wings, I throw up every time on takeoff and landing. Every time without fail. I will hork everywhere. And I don't know what about now, but years ago, last time I flew with Anna, probably 4 or 5 years ago, um, Delta, like they didn't have barf bags on the plane anymore. I'm like, wow, it seems like the most basic of things that you could provide. I could see getting rid of the pillows and blankets, but the barf bags, don't you want those? Because, like, what happens if there isn't one? What do you expect people to do? Um, yeah. So, in a car, I can't be in anything but the um, driver's seat, unless it's only for like 5-10 minutes. I can handle it, and after that, I get super, super car sick. And it's not even like the kind of car sick where you're like, oh, I feel really sick, but let me get out of the car and it'll correct itself. It's not like that. I'll have a massive headache and feel sick to my stomach for the entirety of the rest of the whole day. It's miserable. Sharon, oh my gosh, don't even talk to me about it. I don't even want to talk about it. You guys, look at this. Who watched the live stream tonight? Raise your hand if you watched the live stream tonight. I was so embarrassed, you guys. I was so embarrassed. What happened to my family? What happened? What happened to my family? What is going on? Why did they act like they've never done a live stream before? I asked Aaron to like talk to you guys while I was like posting stuff. And he's like, wait, what? What do I do? What do you want from me? Who am I again? Anna, she's sitting there staring at my laptop screen the whole time. The whole time. So embarrassed. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see what I have to put up with? I gotta carry the whole load of everything all the time. It's all me. I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, we are out of practice, but come on. Oh, too much. They're just too much. Just too much. Nope, that's not it. Well, I'm glad you guys found it humorous because I was sitting there like ready to melt into the floor. Like, please. This is nonsense. Okay, now it's getting real. I thought there was like some pages where I could actually trade. See, I'm gonna skip this because this is like freestyle. Look, back here, you get to trace them. That would be more helpful. The different font types. Maybe this is just for getting you used to pushing on the. I guess I'll do it. Fine. I'll trust the process. Fine. I'll do a couple more. Cheryl, you felt bad for me. They did. They totally threw me under the bus. They just like sat there looking at each other like they didn't know how to speak and let me do all the work. They did. I'm glad you guys noticed that because I said something to Aaron after live and he was just like, "What are you talking about?" Like he baby. I'm telling him. I'm gonna tell him. Baby.
What?
Come here for a second. Do you see the people watching the live?
What are they saying?
They're talking about you and Anna.
What are they saying?
That you guys sat there like deer in headlights.
We were.
And they why? Why did you do that to me? Why you laugh about it?
Well, I just was like, wait, what's happening? I didn't even know what was going on. Like, I didn't realize that you were gonna, like, if you had briefed me before that, you might, then I might have been
briefed you. I just needed to post some
things. I just didn't realize that I was gonna, and then Anna's just doing her like I'm just gonna do what I want to do thing. So
You
I
just
don't think she. I don't think. I think she's more. She's more conscious. I think about what she's doing. I'm just.
you just pick something to talk about and you talk about it until
Some random thing.
well, yeah, you
How about the Mets?
oh, it's tough. Tough
No.
times.
Really? Which one?
See, it doesn't faze him. He's like, yeah, whatever. At least everybody thought I was funny. I was a little bit embarrassed because I'm like, what is happening with my family? Why? Because then you know what happens? We get people commenting things like, why are you gonna force your family to go live? You can tell they don't want to do this. When that's not the case at all. But I can see why people would think that. And Jameli was ready. Jameli was ready. Jameli's always ready to go live. Jameli's like, I'm here. I'm here. Let's go. I look cute. I wag my tail. Jameli's good. They seem to be nervous. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's about. But it's fine. I got it. I got it. You know, I was nervous for the live yesterday. Did you guys know that? It was weird. I don't remember the last time I was nervous to go live. Probably not since like the first couple times I did it. I don't usually get nervous, but yesterday for some reason I was. I don't know what that was about. So I guess I just, it was a big deal. I'm really hoping that everything goes well. And I feel like there should be more instruction here. I probably should have read the directions, huh? Maybe that's what I need. I feel like I need more instruction on how to do this. What do you guys think? Should I go back and read or should I go forward and try the tracing? Words in the back. Yes, read. Annie says, yes, read. You didn't show it. I know I never show it, but I am. I do get nervous. Even when I don't show it, I am nervous. That's why I tell Anna, you got to fake it till you make it, right? Got to pretend you're not nervous. Otherwise, people can tell you're nervous. She says, I strongly recommend you keep doing practice drills until you find a grip, body position, and paper placement that make the strokes feel natural and not forced. See, that's where I'm having trouble. I feel like I'm forcing the marker down when I need to go thicker. And it feels weird to me. There's a certain way to hold the pen, Danielle says. Well, how come she doesn't teach me that? I'd like to know. I'd like to know how to hold the pen. I want to do that. I want to do that right now. Yeah, right. Well, this says here, The key is to become comfortable making the strokes up, down, diagonal, waves, loops, etc. You are retraining your brain and forming muscle memory, which is crucial to getting smooth, elegant looking lettered pieces. And that does not happen overnight. All of these basic elements, when combined, will form your letters and words and ultimately your finished piece. If you are doing monoline lettering using a tool that does not have a flexible tip, focus on consistency with your strokes. If you are using a brush pen, that's what I'm using, then remember to apply harder pressure when making downstrokes and lighter pressure when making upward strokes. Well, I mean, I figured that much out on my own. So anyway, are you guys excited about new chat spaces? I know people were really enjoying the community chat, but I figured if we're going to do, I wasn't planning on having a chat on the main community space because it's supposed to be for people who are just getting to know what they're doing, and that can be very overwhelming. Or people tend to get kind of caught up there and they don't actually go explore the rest of the space. So this way, when people come into community, they might actually read a little bit of the first page, which has all the rules and whatnot on it. And they might actually click through the tabs to find the posts and the events. And then as they get better at exploring, then they might find chat spaces because they're all going to be down in that same section. Oh, that was better. That felt better. It looks more like what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, and so the other thing that I was thinking about, because I'm like, okay, I know people love the chat. It's always fun, but you have to consider how many people there are. And if you get 200 people into one chat, nobody's going to be able to see anything. It's going to be flying by so fast. So you have to find a way to distribute the numbers, right? You have to find a way to spread people out because you don't want everybody in one chat. So that's why I decided to come up with multiple chats. So we're going to have a few different types of chats. They're going to be themed. And so you just go into the chat where you want to chat about, things that are relatively the same as the theme. There's going to be an arthrogryposis chat room, an AMC awareness chat. There's going to be an autism spectrum disorder chat, an ASD chat. And those are like awareness chats. And those are for people who have questions or just want to talk and learn more about those things. But then there's going to be a health and wellness chat, a food and recipes chat. We can share recipes with each other. There's going to be a pets or family chat where we can talk about our pets and share pictures of pets. What else did I have? There's I think 2 more chats. No Trader Joe's unexpected cheddar chat. I don't remember what the other ones were, but you'll see them tomorrow. I'm gonna get them up and running so people have a place to go hang out, and you'll be able to, pick which ones you like. Diamond painting. Well, Joyce, the Zennies, the zoned for Zennies chat is the arts and crafts section because that's what we do here. Did we get badges for the subscriber chats? Stacy, the subs get badges. They're different. They're related to kind of like where they came from. There's badges for they're called level up badges. And so a lot of the subs leveled up from a $4.99 group or a $9.99 group or Patreon. And so they get level up badges for that. And then if you join the if you watch these live streams with me late at night and you join the Zoned for Zenny space, you get that badge. And if you watch Erin's videos and you join the Sketchy Supporter space, you get that badge. And so those just kind of signify that you're supporters of our work individually, and that you're actually, watching our videos and doing all of that. So I can't make them for every space, because I tell you what, we were only at 800 and some odd members last night. Now we're over 1,000. And last night it took me almost 2 hours to give everyone their Sketchy and ZenZone badges. So, and you got to figure how many people are coming in, and just keeping up with it is a lot of work. So eventually, I looked into it last night, and eventually, Mighty Networks is going to make it so that you can set it so that people automatically get a badge when they join a space or when they complete a course, which is really cool, because I'm going to have workshops and classes on here at some point soon, and we can do badges for completion of those classes. It'll show that you attended one of my classes. But yeah, they're going to have a way eventually where I can automate that, and I don't have to click through 600 people literally to see if they have the badge or not. That's not sustainable at all. This one's hard. This P looking letter. That one's really hard. I think that's the hardest one so far. I'm having a hard time. It's easier to go from thin to thick than to go from thick to thin, I'm finding. Stacey, you leveled up from non-subscriber to subscriber. Yeah, I don't have a badge for that, because there's no way for me to track it. See, when people join the subscriber spaces, I asked a variety of questions, and a couple of the questions are, did you transfer, did you migrate over from one of our existing subscriber groups? And so that's how I have that information. But there's lots of badges, so nobody is going to be able to get all of them, but you guys will get a lot of them. Kat says, try a lighter touch and don't push so hard. Well, yeah, then the only problem is then I can't make these thick lines. See how those ones are thicker? Like, I have to push hard to get those. Donna, how do you go to the Mighty Networks? Our community space, you're going to go to, I'll type the website in the chat. Hold on. I'll share it with you. I'm going to go copy and paste it, because for some reason I've had trouble with it lately. I feel like I'm typing it in right. Okay. Share, copy. All right. So this is the link. You go here. See that in the chat I just posted? If you click on that link, it'll take you to a place where we have lots of buttons for lots of things. You're going to click on the button right at the very top and go, and that's how you can go sign up. Okay, so this one's nice because it shows me the order that I have to do it in. See how there's like a 1 and a 2 on there? So it shows you start at 1, and it shows you go in this direction. So that's cool. Good night, Maureen. At least tracing, I can kind of get a better, I feel like tracing, I can get a better sense of what I'm supposed to be doing. See? I feel like it's much easier tracing. It's like a check mark. I need to be more flowy. Hmm. What? What are you guys talking about? Why? Oh, thank you, Elaine. Michael. I did. I built it with my bare hands. Oh, Tina, you're on the ground. Yay. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. It feels good. It feels good to finally have it going and functioning. So let me tell you guys something. You know that part of the reason I had to get my butt in gear and do this was because of the changes that happened on Facebook, right? You know that just abruptly, December 1st, our income cut in half. It cut in half. You know, like think about that. You wake up, you go to work just like any other day to pick up your paycheck, and it's half the amount that it was. No explanation, no warning, just half. Would you guys be able to figure out how to hustle and like think about if your paycheck were half of what it is, would you be able to pay your rent? You know, your bills, buy food. Um it was terrifying. It was terrifying, Julie, because over the course of 2023, our bank account, our business account that was pretty healthy when we moved down here dwindled because our ad revenue just kept our reach, our engagement, the amount of like they just kept messing with things. They just kept changing things. They kept changing the algorithm. They kept changing what they wanted us to produce. The whole thing with the reels. It's really terrifying to be in a position where not only did your income just abruptly change, but you don't have the safety net that you used to have. And so I had to scramble. You know, we had to figure out what were we going to do, or was Aaron gonna leave and go find things to do outside the home? Was I gonna stop doing social media entirely and pick up, you know, a job like I had before this? Um, we didn't know. We didn't know what to do, and it was really stressful. And after thinking about all of the options that we had, the best option that could have potentially had the best outcome was for us to just put our heads down and try to diversify our income and do more things. to not rely so much on ad revenue like we have been and do more things that were, our own stuff. Yeah, and they demonetized his page completely. I know. I went on there one day to check on things, and it said that his content isn't original, which is insanity. Like, he literally draws it from scratch on video. So we don't know if that's because he was posting links to his YouTube page. He doesn't know it. That could be why, because we were posting his videos on YouTube and we were just posting the link, and they don't like that. They do not like you to take their people off of their platform. And they have been punishing content creators for years for that. Years. They throttle your engagement. They make sure that nobody sees your posts. Yeah, they completely demonetized his entire page. None of his videos, none of his live streams, nothing on Facebook make any kind of ad revenue. Thankfully, it wasn't making a lot to begin with. He had just started monetizing. So he was only making like $40 a month or something like that. It was very little, under $100 a month. Okay. Because he wasn't posting consistently, and he had just monetized, and he only has like 14,000 people on that page. But when you have a page like ours, like a page where I've spent the last 8 years of my life creating content and massaging and working and pruning, and you know what I mean? Like building an audience of over 500,000 people, and then they turn around and screw you. It's just craziness. So that's why I shuffled my feet so long. That's why I was so scared to make this jump before now, because I didn't want to start over from scratch. So anyway, I had to, right? Because the alternative, we tried to find another house, and we thought about moving at the end of last year into a cheaper home. It wasn't going to make a difference. I realized that we were in such a dire financial situation in December, January, and February that either we were going to lose the house or we weren't. Like, moving wasn't going to help. It was just going to make it worse. I needed to be working. I needed to be working and focused on bringing in more income, not focused on packing up everything we own, moving into a new house, paying money for a down payment and first and last month's rent, and using up all of, any kind of anything we have just to end up in the same situation. So I decided that it was now or never. We make the shift to YouTube, start trying to build up our audience there. If we can get to 100,000 subscribers, followers on YouTube, we'll be a lot. Things will lighten up a lot. We're at I think we're at almost 30. Where are we? We just hit a milestone. Yeah, we're at 29,022. We're at almost 30,000 on YouTube. It's very slow going, but it is going up. So we need to triple that. We need to triple that as fast as possible. And the other thing I wanted to do was get this community going so that people would actually know where the heck our content is. Because the biggest issue we've had with Facebook over the last 2 years and our income declining is people not seeing our content. You can't get paid ad revenue when nobody knows that you had a video. So constantly, day in and day out, I would see tens, if not hundreds of messages from people saying, "Where have you been? I haven't seen your videos in months." because Facebook started that thing where if you're not actively going to a page and actively engaging with the content every day, they stop showing it to you. So that's all our ad revenue lost. So having this ability to have our people that want to follow us in one place where we have contact, we have direct contact with them, and we can put up notification posts and they can see them and they can get to our content and they can consume the content and see the ads. Like, that is huge. It's huge. So things are starting to look up. They're not comfortable by any means yet, but I think they will be. The merch launch helped. That's a little bit of extra money in our pocket this month when it was very desperately needed. So the merch sales have helped. Thank you so much to everyone who has bought any merch. That helps. The ad revenue on YouTube pays twice as much as Facebook, and you get more ads on replays than ever did on Facebook. So it's picking up over there as the numbers go up, and that's incredibly helpful. I'm going to get back to doing the classes and the workshops. I'm hoping this next month, since I'm done building out our community space, I can focus on that again. I really want to do the social media 101. And I think what I'm going to do, I was talking to Erin about this last night. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a class about the community, and it's going to be free. Anybody can come join it and learn, because it's going to teach you guys how to navigate the community and everything. But I think what that will do is you guys will kind of be my guinea pigs to help me learn how this class feature works on Mighty Networks, because that's originally what it was designed for. Mighty Networks was not designed to be a social media engagement space. It was designed to be a space for businesses and workshops and master classes for instructors and companies to have access to their clients. I might be kind of pioneering something here by turning it into a social media community. It's not the typical use case. But if I can get a handle on how it works the way it's intended, then I can have all of my social media 101 and any other classes, travel, anything that I want to do that I would eventually charge for, I can have it on there as an option. But it would be great to kind of run a little class for free with people first, so I can get to know the tools and figure out how they work. And I figure teaching people how to use the space they're in is probably one of the better uses of that testing. So I think as things pick up, it'll just continue to get better and better. Another thing that we found out that's really nice, the subgroups. We've had Patreon. I've had Patreon for like 3 years now. But the way the Patreon model works, it charges your members on the first of every month. And then the following month, they give you your membership money that you make from the memberships. So it's payment once a month and it charges once a month. Thankfully, Mighty Networks, they charge on the anniversary of your join date. So if you join over there and then you sign up for a subscription, that's the day that you're going to get charged again on the following month. So it gives people the ability to control their own situation and when the money would come out of their account. And you get an email 3 days before to make sure you want to continue. So you have full control over, if you're still doing it or not. And for us, it gives us this liquid, like, flow of income where it's, I don't know what you call it, but like the money is each day depending on who signed up that day instead of just once a month. And that's a big difference too. So yeah, I'm just think that all of these things combined, me running classes, me running the community space. I think the shift in our social media schedule is going to be good for everyone. I think that we were doing way too many live streams. I think that some people were frustrated that they couldn't keep up. It was hard on us. So doing less live streams for the general public and more videos, uh, putting more, time into live streams for subscribers, I think that's going to make a big difference too. So I think all of these things combined. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers that we can hang on, we can hang in there and keep the bills paid. I think that we're going to really start to see a difference in May. That's what I think. Karen, the $4.99 group is on Facebook. So yes, you can have the $4.99 subscription, absolutely. And it's over on Facebook, and there's a special Facebook group for that. Joyce, Aaron is doing commission pieces, but I think I don't know, I'll have to ask him. He had 3 people interested, and I know he completed 1. I don't know if the other 2 never came back to him to have him actually do it, or what the situation is. But if you email him, he can definitely talk to you about it if you're interested in that. Jody says, do you get the full $4.99 every month? That totally depends on how you sign up, Jody. If you sign up for the $4.99 subscription on Facebook through an app, like if you get on the Facebook app, and when you go to pay for the subscription, it pops up your Apple Pay or Google Pay, then no, we don't get the full $4.99 because Apple and Google take 30% of everything. But if you pay for it on the web, if you click the link that we have in our About section of our page and sign up that way, then yes, we do get the full amount because Facebook doesn't take any of it unless you do it through the app. And that's the reason why we don't have app-based subscriptions over in our new community space. It's web only because that eliminated that 30% that Apple takes. Joyce, are you on the network? Are you over in the community space? Yes, you are. I'll message it to you there. I don't want to put it in chat because the bots will pick it up. The bots will pick it up and they'll send him spam. So I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you after the live. Janet, you ordered a pink limited edition t-shirt and a Kind People water bottle. Very cool. Very cool. You'll love them. Everybody loves the merch. The merch is good quality. It's good stuff. We haven't had any complaints I can think of. Aaron really wants one of those zip up hoodies. I'm going to have to buy him a zip up hoodie. It's funny because he doesn't really wear his hoodies very much at all. Although we have been wearing them quite a bit this winter because it's been cold. It's been ridiculously cold. Oh, that wasn't fancy at all. Nikki, you wanted to buy a hoodie. Your husband would have it. Why would your husband have a fit? He doesn't want you to have a hoodie? It's clothes. Michael, you still have your first merch tote bag. Very cool. Is it the kind people do beautiful things, or which one is it? I wonder if I should. I'm going to try the smaller. Let's see. This is a L. Try this one. Try this one and see what happens. Smaller tip. Nikki, you can't even be a sub? Well, that, if you guys are tight on money, that makes sense to me because that's a monthly charge. So you really got to have the disposable income to handle the monthly charge. But the merch is a one-time thing. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. It's not as critical as many other things in life, that's for sure. We've cut back on so many things since last year. In fact, if I'm not purchasing it as a business expense for a video, I'm not buying it. That's how it's been the last few months. I was so thankful that I bought so many Christmas presents for Anna earlier in the year. Like I started buying them really early. Not for any particular reason. I would see it and like, oh, I'm just going to grab it now and stick it in the closet. But I'm glad I did that because after Austin's visit, there would not have been anything left over for that. And not that she would have cared. Anna is so like, she is not a spender. She's not. She doesn't. I remember when this kid, when she was like 3 years old, we used to go to Target when she was little and just kind of wander around. We get Starbucks drinks and window shop and look at things. And I would usually get her like a new T-shirt or something because they have the Cat and Jack line that I like there. I used to really like. Look at those. Not doing too bad, huh? This kid at 3 years old, I'd be like, oh, Anna, look at these leggings. They're so cute. Do you want me to get them for you? No, I have enough leggings. What about this new T-shirt? This is really cool. Yeah, I like it, but I have T-shirts. It's so funny. She's just always been like a 30-year-old in a kid's body. She's so much more level-headed than I am. Like with the acting stuff, I get so fed up. Like I want to quit for her because I'm like, why are we doing all this work and nothing's coming of it? And you know, she's only had like a few jobs, and I think what's more frustrating, honestly, it's not that she auditions and auditions and auditions and auditions and never gets anything, because then I might be like, you know, maybe this is not for us, right? Maybe this is just not the right thing for you. Maybe this is not working. But that's not what's happened. She has auditioned and been pinned for like everything she's auditioned for up until the last year and a half or so. She was pinned, means like they kept her till the end. Like she got callbacks and they would keep her as in like one of the top choices. And then nothing would happen. And that's what kills me. Like, really? She's been so close to so many things. And then, my mom thoughts start to creep in, and I'm like, well, why? Why not? Is it because is it because she can't climb the tree like in the script? Is that why? Like, I start to wonder, because they don't give you any feedback. It's not how it works. They don't have time for that. But not Anna. Not Anna. It's okay, Mommy. Do it next time. It's okay, Mommy. It was fun. She's like, she's just so, she's so good about it. It's amazing. She loves it. She loves doing it. She's so good at it. But there's a lot of competition out there. Especially, things really changed with, uh-oh. Why'd my camera? Oh, I forgot to plug my camera in. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. My fault. I forgot to give the camera some battery. Whoopsie. Come on, wake back up. Gotta finish this live, bro. Can't do this. We're back. Let me switch you back to the other view. There we go. Anyway, yeah, she's just really good about it, and she loves doing it. She enjoys the auditions, and I just really hope that her hard work pays off for her, because it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling when you work so hard for something for such a long time and it finally pays off. I struggle with those P's, the loopies, the loop-de-loos. I like the other one, the R's and the S's, the T's. But I'm struggling with the P's. Laura, your son's like that. His birthday's in a week and he does not want any gifts. He said he has enough. Yeah, Anna didn't really want anything for Christmas. She completely did not care. And honestly, she has a few Christmas presents that she still hasn't even opened. And she's got stuff that we gave her for Christmas that is still sitting in the box. So it just kind of makes me feel like, why do we, you know what I like? I like what people are starting to do of gifting like experiences instead of actual gifts. This kid does not need any more toys. She doesn't need any more clothes. What I really want to do is take her traveling. I really want to travel with her. I think that'd be so valuable. Debbie, you would hire her. Yeah. I mean, and you guys haven't even seen her audition. And the unfortunate part is we can't share her auditions because they're protected. It's protected content, It's script. There's scripts for TV shows and movies and stuff that haven't come out yet. So you can't share that. But I'm telling you what, if you could see her work, It's really something else. She's very impressive. Now you can see some of her self-tapes. If you go to her acting page or the acting page of our website, you can watch her self-tapes, which are like they're auditions, but they're not auditions for actual projects. They're like auditions you do so that when people want to see, how good you are, you say, here's my self-tape that I did, and you can watch it. But they're out there. You can go watch them. Did you guys see Ella is back in Atlanta filming for the next season of Sweet Magnolias? That's exciting. And then I saw Lee put up a picture of Ella under a tree, I think yesterday or the day before, and it was beautiful. And I'm like, are they having spring up there? Because they could send that down here, We could use some spring down this way. Like, what trees are blooming like that already right now? It's crazy. Yeah, Michael, you can't see that stuff until it's released. You can get totally blacklisted in the industry for sharing stuff like that when you're not supposed to. It's a huge no-no. That's why you don't see a lot of pictures of Ella on set. It's going to be very careful about what they're sharing. But it's fun. And it's funny when the girls get together, they don't talk about acting at all. They just play. I like the ease. That's fun. That's a fun one. Tina, you can see Ella and Anna in a sitcom together. That's funny. No, Hillary, I haven't looked in so long actually, but it didn't seem like they used very much of that. And Lee was telling me that happens a lot, that Disney does a lot of promotional shooting and then like doesn't hardly use any of it for anything. It seems like they just kind of like spend the money and then maybe use one or two pictures and move on. But then it's funny because Ella did promotional shooting with them when she was like, I think 3 or 4. And every once in a while, Lee will find those pictures still being used in things. Like she found it more recently in a brochure they had at Costco about travel to Disney. So they're just like reusing the same old stuff over and over again, but not the new stuff. It's weird. But I mean, that doesn't mean they can't use it in the future. They retain the rights to it forever. They pay you, they pay you pennies and then can use your image indefinitely for the rest of your life or their life or forever. So maybe they'll turn up somewhere. I thought the ones of Anna and Aaron together were super cute and had the whole diversity thing going on. So I thought maybe they would find a place for those. But the main purpose of that photo shoot was to promote the grand reopening of the Bippity Boppity Boutique. So they would only probably be used. Well, who knows? That's not true. I was going to say they could only be used in that context, but that's not true. You could have a picture of. No, I guess they would only be used in that context because they were taken indoors. It's not like they were outside running around. They were taken inside the boutique, so they would be used to promote that. No, we'll see. Jody, you're moving out of Florida? Like permanently? Joy says, I watched the video last night explaining how to get into the community space, but could you do a video explaining how to get there on an iPhone or an Android? Well, it's the same thing, Joy. It's exactly the same. The only difference is it's a smaller screen. Like how to get there, it's exactly the same. You just click the link, you create an account, and then you're in. Ella met my favorite actor, Chauncey. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did meet him. She did a commercial with him. I think I'm going to go in about 10 minutes, guys. So I got to go do some stuff on the network. I got to send out some more badges, and then I really want to get some more sleep again tonight. I'm very tired. And I'm not doing so well at these. These are getting worse. I like the M though. The M is fun. Oh, you're moving to a different town, Jody? Where are you now? Like generally, don't give me details, but what area are you in and what area are you going to, if you don't mind? Just curious. We thought about moving to a different area where it would be easier to find a less expensive house for in like a nice place, like a nice area. But just the idea of adding more time onto our road trip when we have to go down to Paley. And we can't move down that way because it's way too expensive. And I don't think we want to anyway, because it's so much more humid down there. I think we're going to stay up this way, but I can't imagine how you would memorize all of these. I know they said muscle memory, but yeah, it would take a while, right? I mean, how long did it take us? How long did it take us to learn to write our alphabet? Probably quite some time. Oh, you're in the middle and you're going closer to Fort Myer. Okay. Yeah. I have no desire to go to the Gulf side of the state. And I don't really want to go south, any further south. I don't know. I don't know where we're going to end up. Yes, it is exactly like learning handwriting, huh, Wendy? Yeah, I just don't remember how long it took me to learn to write because it was so long ago. Did any of you remember learning to write as children? Because I do not. I do not remember learning to write at all. Hmm. Yeah, my thin lines aren't thin enough. Is this a certain font style? Yeah, Susan, it says the Kristen at the beginning. The Kristen uppercase. Does she remember learning to read and write in Korean? Jody, you'll still be inland. That's good. You don't want to flood. Nobody wants that stuff. Suzanne, you remember getting bad grades in handwriting? Really? But fourth grade? But we learned to write long before fourth grade, right? Didn't we learn in like kindergarten? Can we remember learning to write cursive in third grade? Gosh, I don't remember. See, I already knew how to read when I went to kindergarten, but I don't know if I already knew how to write. I have to ask my mom. And Anna's been doing print in cursive since she was like 4 years old. Printing started in kindergarten. Yeah. Michael, your cursive was always too swirly for some teachers. I used to have really nice handwriting in high school. And then I don't know what happened. Now it's like my hand gets totally lazy. It starts to hurt and cramp up, and I end up just chicken scratching. When does time change again? Is it this weekend? I think it might be this weekend. I know it's coming up soon. Somebody mentioned it like not that long ago, and I was like, oh, wow, it's that soon. I'm excited. We're going to get haircuts Friday. Do you guys think I should chop my hair off? Like, not chop it off, but do you think I should cut a lot of it off? Or do you think I should leave it long? It's next weekend, not this weekend? It's not the first weekend of March, but the second weekend. Okay, March 10th. Okay, so one more week. It's coming. You would look great with shorter hair. Oh, no, I do not. Oh, no, I do not. I've had short hair. I've had short hair above my shoulders, and I hated it. I hated it. I couldn't wait for it to grow back long. I felt like I looked awful. My face does not. The shape of my face doesn't work with short hair at all. It also doesn't work with hats. I've never looked good in a hat. It's very weird. Yeah, longer does give you more options. Oh, I'm just wondering how much right now it's like all the way down to the small of my back. And I'm thinking that I might cut it up to like my bra strap kind of area. So like halfway up my back. Either that or I'll just have a few inches cut off and do like a layer trim. Aaron, he's talking about buzz cutting his hair off. What do you guys think about that? He's talking about he wants to get rid of it. He used to have it that short when he was younger, and he wants to go back to it again. Here, I'll show you guys what he looked like. He's actually good looking either way, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, I feel like it would be a shock to see him like that now after knowing him this whole time with long hair and everything. All right, hold on. I'll show you. You guys ready? Find a good one. This one's a good one. Okay. Who is that? Who is that man? Woo-wee, look at that. See? No hair. And his beard is much smaller. I told him, I said, if you do that, if you decide to take your hair down like that, you have to take your beard back like that too. Take the beard away. Look at this one. He's hot now too, but yeah, you look. I mean, that's when he was in his like early 30s or something, I think. He's 50 now, so he's an old man. Baby, look at this is recent. This is you know, when you guys, some of you guys have already seen this, but this is one of his headshots. This is from just what, not even 2 years ago. So he's hot either way. But yeah. How old were you in this picture here?
30. Let's see. It's like 15 years ago, maybe.
So 35, mid 30s.
Yeah, 35.
Some of the gals are voting for you to go short again. They said he's hot. Yeah. So, I mean, the problem is he says I'm going bald, and I don't want to wait until I'm like one of those sad old men with a comb over. He's like, I just want to cut it now. He is losing his hair, so yeah. Anyway. We'll see what happens. It'll be a surprise. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys over in the neighborhood. All right. Have a good night. Bye.